Hello everyone, and welcome to my Coronation Street official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. What will happen next for Joel Deering as he avoids prison? Fans of Coronation Street believe they have figured out Joel Deering's next course of action, which may involve him staying out of jail. The ITV soap opera's viewers can't wait for the nasty solicitor to be held accountable for his grooming offenses. Joel was identified as Lauren Bolton's secret boyfriend earlier this year. It was believed that he killed her when he was spotted hitting her with a chair leg. Until July, when Lauren went back to see a frail Roy Cropper, who had recently been released from prison and was thought to have killed Lauren, it was unknown if Lauren was still alive. Joel followed her to the hospital as she attempted to flee unnoticed. There, they had a heated argument, and the truth about their connection came to light. Joel had been covering Lauren's expenses and buying her presents in exchange for sex, which had resulted in her being pregnant with his kid. Joel has since hidden Lauren in his flat, promising her the opportunity to make a fresh start in Belfast in an attempt to keep her silent. But in a surprising turn of events, Joel was caught giving the teenager a narcotic, causing her to give birth to their baby, Frankie, who is currently struggling for his life in the hospital early. DS Lisa Swain and Dee Dee Bailey were spotted pursuing Joel last week as they worked to figure out who had sent the shipment of tablets that caused Lauren to go into labor early. Joel boldly resisted taking accountability, nevertheless, when he was brought in willingly to be questioned. After a confession from her daughter Betsy, who has also gotten herself caught up with Joel, it wasn't until Friday's episode that Swain was able to set Joel straight. Betsy admitted to ordering the medications for Joel without understanding what he truly intended to use them for. Betsy told her mother that she had helped Joel obtain the medications by phoning the private clinic and providing Dee Dee's address at Joel's request, using a false identity. Joel denied any involvement after being brought in for more interrogation because he thought there was insufficient proof to support his claims. That is, until Joel was audibly heard speaking to Betsy over the phone during the recording of her visit to the clinic, during which Swain gave her instructions. Joel's face fell when Swain came back later to say the CPS had given her permission to charge him, even though he still believed he could wiggle his way out of it. Although he was granted bail, it's obvious he won't get away with it. Joel thereafter saw an officer, to whom he had to give up his passport, accompanying him back to his flat. Joel seemed excited to pack a suitcase as soon as the officer left, but then he looked frustrated with his situation. Fans of Corey, nevertheless, believe Joel will find a different method to evade punishment. According to Perf with Surf, Joel, are you planning to run? Do you possess a different passport? Georgia Boring made a statement. Corey, in the absence of a passport, he may still run. I wonder if Joel has another passport, shared Andrew Gotzel.
Corey.
That could have been anyone's passport. Phil's Wales continued. Plod failed to verify. #Corey. Betsy's connection to Joel's evil scheme is revealed by Coronation Street. ABC's Coronation Street has exposed Betsy Swain's connection to Joel Deering's sinister scheme. When the troubled youngster attempted to blackmail the villain earlier this year, Joel went enraged and attacked her violently. This is how the two got involved. Though viewers were unaware of her involvement in Joel's wicked machinations until recently, Betsy's reporting of Joel to her mother, DS Lisa Swain, appeared to set the stage for Joel's downfall. The shocking discovery that Betsy ostensibly assisted Joel in obtaining the labor-inducing medications he had attempted to use to kill Lauren Bolton's then-unborn child was part of the episode that aired on Wednesday. After learning that Frankie, the son of Lauren and Joel, was still receiving urgent care at the hospital, Betsy began to feel bad about her involvement in the scam. She confessed to having done something horrible by calling her friend Sabrina Adediba down to the precinct. Before things get out of hand, Sabrina advised her pal to inform DS Swain the truth. Dee Dee Bailey and DS Swain were investigating Joel's specific source for the illegal medications he used to spike Lauren in the meantime. Lisa found out from the manufacturer that the medications were bought from a for-profit medical facility. DS Swain said to Dee Dee, "I think we've got enough to charge him." Joel angrily denied purchasing the drugs and ended the interrogation when the detective called him down to the precinct for additional questions. Betsy was concerned to hear from Max Turner on the cobbles that Joel had been making trouble for Lauren. It was still up in the air as to whether Frankie would survive, Max added. At Roy's Rolls, Betsy ran into Sabrina, who once again pushed her to tell. She was informed by Sabrina that Betsy may go down if the police discovered what she had done. Sabrina urged, "You have to tell your mother. It's the right thing to do." Joel was in the hospital to harass Lauren once more, setting off a dramatic confrontation. Joel had to be taken out of the premises, and Max managed to get hospital employees involved. Later, during dinner at the bistro with Lisa and Betsy, Max revealed that Joel had approached Lauren at the hospital. Max insisted Lisa lock Joel up, while Betsy listened tensely. Just as Betsy was about to tell her mother the truth, she changed her mind and made up a reason to go. She went to the hospital to see Frankie, but as soon as Lauren insisted on knowing who she was, she hurried away. Will Betsy ever tell the truth? Joel Deering of Coronation Street was ultimately arrested following a Betsy twist. Finally, Joel Deering has been taken into custody on Coronation Street. Earlier this week, the soap opera hinted that Joel might be in trouble when Dee Dee Bailey and Detective Lisa Swain discovered he had purchased an illicit substance meant to induce labor in Lauren. The two were unaware, meanwhile, that Joel had grudgingly received assistance in obtaining the drug from Betsy Swain, Lisa's daughter. Before Joel physically attacked her, Betsy had attempted to blackmail him. In Friday's episode, Betsy visited Lauren's kid Frankie in the hospital and found herself still struggling with whether or not to tell her mother the truth. During the visit, Lauren had noticed Betsy, but the teenager had fled before Lauren could identify her. Turning to her friend Max Turner, Lauren revealed that a small girl had been skulking around Frankie's hospital bed. Max understood right away that this had to be Betsy. Betsy was shocked to see Max and Lauren confronting her outside the factory. The two insisted on knowing why she had gone to the hospital, but Betsy refused to give an explanation. Max and Lauren were told to do one by Betsy's supervisor Carla Connor, who stepped in. Once they were back inside the workplace, Betsy sobbed as she told Carla that she had done something terrible. Later, Lisa arrived at the workplace to allow Betsy to finally admit her involvement in Joel's horrifying scheme, as seen by soap opera viewers. As Betsy clarified, Joel had forced her to order the labor-inducing medications under the false pretense that they were for a vulnerable customer. At last, Lisa had a strong connection between Joel and the medications he had attempted to use to end Lauren's pregnancy. Lisa abruptly showed up at Joel's place, surprising him with an arrest warrant. Joel objected, but Lisa played him a covert tape Betsy had made of him telling her to purchase the narcotics under a fictitious identity. The unscrupulous attorney managed to post bail and was subsequently let out of jail with caution. Is this, at last, the last of his schemes?